Stuart Hall's Encoding, Decoding model. Stuart Hall's encoding, decoding model is a communication theory that explains how media messages are created, distributed, and interpreted by audiences. It challenges the idea that media simply injects meaning into passive viewers. Instead, Hall argues that meaning is shaped by both the media producer and the audience. One. What is encoding, decoding? Encoding. When media producers, like TV channels, filmmakers, or advertisers create messages, they encode them with certain meanings. Decoding. When audiences receive these messages, they decode them based on their own knowledge, culture, and experiences. For example, a news channel may present a political leader as a hero encoding, but different viewers may interpret this message differently decoding. Two. 3 types of readings, interpretations. Hall explains that audiences do not always accept the intended meaning of media. Instead, they interpret it in 3 ways. A dominant preferred reading. The audience fully agrees with the intended message. Example. A government advertisement promoting a healthy lifestyle is accepted as important and necessary. B. Negotiated reading. The audience partly agrees but also questions some aspects. Example. A news report praises a government policy, and the viewer agrees but also thinks it has some flaws. C. Oppositional reading. The audience completely rejects the intended meaning and interprets it differently. Example. A war documentary presents soldiers as heroes, but some viewers see it as propaganda and reject the message. Three. Why do people interpret media differently? People's interpretations depend on several factors. Social background, education, class, and cultural knowledge shape understanding. Personal experience. Different life experiences create different perspectives. Political beliefs. People with different ideologies may see the same message in opposite ways. For example, a feminist and a conservative may interpret a movie about women's rights very differently. 4. Impact on media studies. Hall's model changed how scholars see media, moving away from the idea of a passive audience. It highlights power and ideology in media communication, showing how dominant groups try to shape public opinion. It influenced research in media literacy, advertising, and audience reception studies. Final thoughts. Hall's encoding, decoding model shows that communication is not one-way but interactive. Media producers create messages with meaning, but audiences actively interpret them based on their perspectives. This theory helps us understand why people respond differently to the same content.